your team did today in today's win versus San Fran?
All of they did amazing. I'm really proud of them. We got to play this team and like we enjoyed it. I think we did great. We got 7 blocks in the first set. That's amazing. That doesn't happen really often.
Can you say what teammates had a good performance on your team?
Sara for sure. Jenica got like 3 blocks in a rally by herself. Like that's great. I'm really proud and that's good for her.
Can you explain the challenges that San Francisco brought to the table?
They're really good hitters off the edge. So we needed to really focus on our block and like press over so they cannot use our block.
Which players on their team gave you a challenge?
Number 9 and 19 for sure. They outside hitters.
Describe your role coming off the bench.
I'm always prepared. Doesn't matter if it's the 4th, 5th set and it's just 1 point. I'm always prepared to go and give my 100%. So I was prepared and I was ready to go and do my best.
Describe your team's Describe who stood out to you the most.
I think the setters are doing a great job. Like Hande and Kalia, they were living 1-on-1, and that's amazing. Like we get a lot of kills, so I love that for them.
Can you describe what goes into a week's worth of practice to lead up to a game?
Oof, this is a great one. And we have like a standard for our practice. Like we need to get like a 5 out of 5, and it's comes with discipline, communication, effort and energy, and for sure execution. That's a big one that we were always like weakened and like missing a lot in practice, but I think that we did a really good job in this game.
All right. Anyone else? Any other questions?
Good? Okay.
Describe your performance today.
I went out there and I knew that my team needed to be running offense for them, so I did my best to go over our game plan that me and the coaches went and just run that on the floor.
And you had 24 assists. Can you describe how your teammates did and why it was easy for you to get those assists?
Yeah, so our middles were a huge part. They were getting up on time for me, and with that, they were holding the middles on the other team. So I had options to flip just to our outside or opposite, and then when they were up for me, they were fast, so I could use them, and everyone was just super effective.
Can you describe Sara's performance?
Yeah, Sara killed it. She was talking to me the whole game, just telling me what she needed for the set, and so when I got that pass, I just tried finding her, giving her options to take swings wherever she needed to.
Kaya had a total of 8 blocks. 10 blocks. She had a total of 10 blocks. Can you describe her performance?
Yeah, she did so good. It was really easy on my part playing defense because she put up a great block, and all I had to do was just focus on those tips and shots, and she just stopped the other team for us.
Can you describe the challenges that San Francisco brought to the table?
Yeah, they were swinging really aggressively. They were moving around their shots, hitting some deep court, going off high hands, throwing in some tips. So just trying to adjust that and read what was going on their side.
Can you describe the pressure you felt coming in as a freshman for a home opener?
Yeah, so with all the other setters, they've been super helpful telling me what I need to do and how to perform. So just going over that game plan before the game with them helped me a lot, just know what I need to do out there on the court.
How was the energy out there?
Yeah, the energy was great. In the first set, I think we started off strong and we carried that momentum. And then in the third and fourth, we just dialed in on what we needed to do, and we passed great, which made it easy for me to do my job. And then hitters just put those balls away, which gave us that great momentum.
Can you describe how the coaches got you prepared for today's game?
Yeah, so Nick was helping me with the offense, knowing where to set and who to set. Courtney and Ben helped me with my serve and my defense, just making sure I was in the right spot and being aggressive from the end line.
How was it for being your first time playing in front of a home opener, first in the Paso crowd?
Yeah, I loved it. Their support was so great, and their energy, they were loud the whole time, and I think that helped me just keep my energy high and keep pushing through the game and not letting up.
Can you describe Marian's performance tonight coming off the bench?
Yeah, Marian killed it. She was just finding all those open seams to hit and was putting balls away for us, which we really needed coming out of that second set. So I think she killed it.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
We got Sara on the table. Sara, can you describe your performance tonight?
Well, I would say it was good. I feel like I felt a lot of confidence in my hitting today and passing. So I felt really good about today's game.
Can you describe how the coaches got you prepared during the week to lead up to today's game?
Yeah, of course, Scout helped a lot. The whole week practice, we were focusing, following the Scout, and I feel like they always do a good job preparing us for every single game, and getting through us from the bench to the court.
Can you describe the challenges that San Francisco brought to today?
Pretty good team. Pretty physical team, especially good serving team in the second set. They were serving some really nasty balls. But I feel like we managed to pass really better in the second and fourth set and change the game.
Your team had a total of 18 blocks. Can you describe the tenacity your team brings to the table?
I really like our team, like blocking wise, especially because like we have a lot of attention to blocking and really like getting better in blocking. So that's the thing that we do. I mean, on practice, we just executed today.
Can you describe Kalia's performance today?
It was really good. I know how hard it is playing as a freshman here at Memorial Gym. It's kind of stressful, and I think she's handling that really good. I never seen on her face that she's stressed or she doesn't know what to do, so she's very confident, and I really love it.
It's your second year here at UTEP. Can you describe the feeling coming out to home opener here at UTEP Memorial Gym?
Yeah, it's exciting. Always it's a lot of people, but I feel like the stress level is a little bit lower than last year because I was, as you said, when you're a freshman, you don't know what you're gonna expect. So it was definitely easier to handling that.
Any other questions? All right, you're good.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Rosales. Oh, thank you. You can take this if you want. Sarah? No, I'm good.
Water?
I don't need any water.
From head coach Ben Wallis, can you describe your team's performance tonight?
Yeah.
In the gym?
Yeah, our performance was a lot of peak and a little bit of valley. We got out of sorts in the second set after a really, really nice performance in the first set. I mean, we were clicking on all cylinders. Offensively, we sighted out at 84%, and we just jumped on them blocking them. To block 7 balls and get 13 kills, that's 20 points. So any of the points that we earned in that set to 25, we did on our side of the net. You know, as we earned those points. We didn't they didn't hit a bunch of balls out of bounds or anything like that. So we jumped on them pretty quick. Then the second set, they jumped on us. I mean, we switched sides, and it was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I mean, they just really amped up the service pressure. We didn't respond very well from the reception side of things, and then also we backed off from the service line, and they just manhandled us. But we challenged them. Our coaching staff did a really good job of just kind of keeping everybody even keeled. Like they were frustrated. We knew that they were frustrated by that embarrassing second set. So we went over to the third set and just got back to work. And a lot of that had to do with the way that we served it and passed it in those moments. And so I know Courtney moved some players around to serve different angles and some different paces, and dropped in some more mid-level serves and just kind of moved them a little bit more. And that was really effective. But our temperament just changed. We just got back to being nasty and got back to blocking it the way we can. And I mean, we could be a top 10 blocking team in America if we keep our mind in the right place and we serve it the way that we're capable of. We could be real nasty.
Speaking of blocking, can you talk about Kaya Weaver's performance tonight?
Yeah, what's funny about Kaya is she's such a squirrel. She is a very, very talented young lady, and there's times where she just needs to be refocused, and sometimes it's butt chewing. And sometimes it's just a quiet conversation. You know what I mean? It just depends on the moment with her. But she did not perform the way she should have performed in the second set. She knew it. And then she just went back out in the third and the fourth set and just got back to basics and just took over. I mean, to block 10 balls in 4 sets is just, those are astronomical numbers. And she was a big factor tonight. I mean, she hit 385, had 8 kills. To get 10 blocks on the night, and score 13.5 points from the middle position, the way that game was going, big bomb after big bomb, she really had a great performance, and she responded well. I mean, she, last year maybe our young team would have felt sorry for themselves if they got a little chew in and got motivated. They would have kind of gone internal and had a hard time with that. But this year we have a lot more maturity, we have a lot more skill, and we have a lot of people on our team that are hungry to turn the page and stay in the present and get to the next set.
Can you describe Sara's performance tonight?
It was awesome. I mean, holy smokes, man. 13 kills, no errors on 22 swings. The way she passed it, the way she served it. She missed 4 serves, but I even felt like those 4 serves were going to find the end line or the net and trickle over. Like, she just was really in control of what she's doing. And it's so refreshing to see her be in control of what she's doing, because she was so stressed out last year. And she just struggled. And she worked really, really hard on her temperament and on her self-talk. And she's been reading a lot of books and being very intentional about how she talks to herself and about how she prepares for the moment. And so as a coaching staff, we're super proud of not just her volleyball stuff. Like, it's just so much fun to coach her. I mean, I think Courtney and Nick both after the match were like, man, it's so easy to talk to Sara this year. And that's a big change, because no one on this team could talk to her last year. And so those are the moments that really I'm more proud of, is the fact that she's just so much cooler of a human being to be around, and she's really helping us win at a high level. And she looks so comfortable passing serve receive right now. It's really fun, and she's helping us win a lot at a high level. So I'm proud of her performance, and she's blocking it better. She's digging it better. Her volleyball game and her maturity is going hand in hand right now, and that's fun to see.
Can you describe Kalia's performance as a freshman?
She's a bulldog, man, and that's why we recruited her. When I got her video, I sent it to Courtney and Nick, and I said, "This is a bulldog. This is what she is. She's like just a winner. She's just a winner." And we recruited her to add to an already really good setting core. We've got Maddie Gant, we've got Honda Yedis, we've got Kalia Kohler, and we've got Trinity Gomez, and all 4 of those setters can play for anybody in America. And that's the truth. That's not just me blowing smoke. That's the truth. They're all 4 very good. And, you know, Maddie's been nursing an injury to her labrum, and she's making a slow comeback. And it's really nice to have 3 really good setters that can Trinity's the 4th, but she's going to be out for the rest of the year with an injury as well. So to have 3 setters that can go into the game and really help us, it's cool. But Kalia just looks like a cool cucumber all the time. I mean, and that's kind of how Maddie was last year too. Maddie came in as a freshman and just had like a really cool chip on her shoulder and played really calm. And that's what's been good for Kalia right now. She's real coachable. She's real easy to talk to. And you can tell because of where she played in club and also in high school, she won 3 state championships. So she's used to pressure and she's used to stress. And she's got a really neat temperament about her as well. And I keep using that word, but honestly, that word is the difference between us winning and losing a lot last year. And our temperament was poor, and our stress level was unmanageable, and our ability to deal with stressful situations was bad. And we were a really good volleyball team last year. So now it's nice to see the work we've put in and the additions to our program really paying off in this short, really early part of the season.
Can you describe Marian's work coming off the bench?
Yeah, we needed her. We weren't hitting the ball out of system very well in that second set. We were hitting it very well in the first set. But in the second set, they pressured us from the service line. So really, my move there, I hated taking Danica off the floor because she was playing really well. But I wanted to get a more veteran person in the middle that could just stand and chase balls down from pin to pin, and that was Sakira. And in that moment, I needed Marian to go on the floor to hit out of system balls and really get some more offense on that other antenna, and that's exactly what she did. And that's what we have. I mean, we've got a stud sitting on the bench, multiple studs sitting on the bench that can help a lot of teams. And that's what's really special about this group is that everybody's locked in and they're selfless, and they know, even though it's an early part of the season, they know that we need everybody. We need all of them. And Marian was a big part of us getting back the ball rolling in the third set. She started to take a couple out-of-system swings and snipe some balls down the line to get some kills. And she went, where's her numbers? She went 4-0-9, 4 kills, no errors on 9 swings. I mean, we only had 16 errors in the match as an attacking team. That's 4 a set. That's really good offensive volleyball. And they're a big, giant team. They were blocking like over 2.5 a set coming into this. And they blocked 5 balls in 4 sets, which is almost 1. So that'll tell you how many weapons and how much we've put into like hitting the ball off the block and making sure we're making the right decisions. So Marian was a big part of our win, and that was fun. And Ollie was great too. I mean, Ollie was sick all week, and to go out there and block 8 balls as a pin player and get 9 kills on 21 swings, she was fun, man, fun to watch. It was a fun blocking performance to watch our team get out there and get after people tonight.
Last two. Can you describe the feeling of the home opener here in front of a hustle crowd?
Oh, I love playing here. You know, everybody always tries to talk us into playing in the Don Haskins, which I just don't think. I love the Don Haskins, but I love Memorial for volleyball. And this place is a special place. It has been for lots and lots of years. It was loud in here. That's the loudest 1,100 people that I can imagine. I mean, that's a loud crowd in there. And it makes our environment so much fun to play in. Our players appreciate it. And I know that we really care about putting on a good performance for our El Paso Memorial Maniacs.
Your team is 4-0 right now to start the season, and you're about to go play Arizona State. How do you keep that momentum going?
It's going to be tough. I mean, to turn around and play Arizona State up in Las Cruces tomorrow, and they're prepared for us. They've only had to prepare for us right now, and so we had to play San Francisco tonight, and then turn around. We have to turn around and work on Scout tonight and make sure that's completed. They can look through it on their phones and their iPads and stuff, and to go up there and play a team that's playing maybe some of the best volleyball in the country right now. I mean, they beat the crud out of everybody they played last week, and not a team that they played scored more than 19 points. So they're going to have they're going to pose problems for us, and they're physical. And they've got a really special player that probably should have been National Player of the Week with the numbers that she put up. But they're well coached. They're veteran. They got a lot of veterans, and they're going to give us some problems. But what I know about our team is we can make moves and changes and tactics when we need to. Our coaching staff's ready to rock and roll. Courtney's put a good scout together, and we've been watching the video, so we're going to be prepared, and we're looking forward to the opportunity to go compete against another Power 5 program that's going to win a lot of games this year.
Any other questions? Okay.
Appreciate you, Tisa. Thanks, man.